I have covered a lot of OCR models on the channel. It is really interesting to see how this niche field is evolving rapidly. In this video, we are going to install Dots.OCR on our local system, and we will see how this multilingual document parsing model integrates layout detection and content recognition into a single unified vision language model. This model is based on a lot of technologies including Qwen 2.5 VL, AIMv2, Monkey OCR, OmniDoc Bench, and PyMo PDF, and we have covered all of these tools separately too on the channel. If you're interested, just go there and search with OCR and you should be able to find hundreds of videos around these OCR tooling and OCR models. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel as that helps a lot. So let's begin the installation and I will be talking a bit more about this model. So this is my Ubuntu system where I'm going to install, and this is my GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I'm going to start by creating a virtual environment with Conda, and if you're looking to rent a GPU on very good prices, you can find the link to Massed Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for range of GPUs. So while that gets installed, let's talk a bit more about this model. This model is built on a compact 1.7 billion parameter LLM foundation, which is Qwen. It defies the conventional trade-off between model size and performance by achieving state-of-the-art results across multiple intelligent tasks, and you can find that information around benchmarking in model card, and I will drop the link in video's description. So you can use it for layout analysis, OCR, table extraction, math equation extraction, and also reading order reconstruction. And this streamlines the entire process within one cohesive architecture, and that is a unique feature of this model. Our virtual environment is created. Now let's git clone the repo of Rednote. That is done. And now let's install all the prerequisites from the root of the repo plus torch. And everything is installed. Takes around 4 to 5 minutes. And now let's start up the Gradio demo here. And the first time when you run it, it starts downloading the model. While it downloads it, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation, and you will find the link to their website in video's description too. Now, let's talk a bit more about the architecture of this model. As I said, the architecture is quite cohesive, and the whole integration enables the model to maintain high fidelity in preserving reading order while accurately identifying and interpreting diverse document elements such as text, tables, and even mathematical formulas in any of the format. If we talk about its unified design, switching between tasks require only a change in the input prompt. That's it. That eliminates the need for task-specific components or even any of the post-processing modules. This simplicity, combined with its compact backbone, allows Dots.OCR to deliver fast inference speech, but we will test it out once the installation is done. Okay, model is done, Gradio demo is running. Let's access it in our browser. So I'm just going to go at localhost. And there you go, it is running. At the moment, I'm just going to decrease the size just to so that it fits onto the screen. Okay, so let me now select some of the images and documents from my local system. Let's start with an OCR. So I'm going to go with this English OCR first. Let's start from simple one. So this is English paragraph, nothing fancy about it. And I have already uploaded it here. There is only one page. Let's click on process document. While it processes it, let me quickly show you the VRAM consumption in real time because the model is loaded. So it is consuming over 6 gig of VRAM, as you can see here. Okay, so that is good. And if I quickly check, so this is a layout, by the way. So there is only one paragraph, so it has done that. this is extracted content, where you can see that it has done quite well. I don't see any issues there. And then let's see if it has done the bounding box, this b box with JSON, and it has converted it into proper JSON, which is quite intelligent. Okay, so that is good. Let's see, can I cross it here, and then maybe let's do the Arabic one. I will do it quickly. I will process it, and then we will check it out. I will also show you the Arabic image. So if you are that language speaker, please also confirm. I can only do it visually, which I'm going to do now. So let's go to extracted content here, and then let's display this Arabic one. So what do you think? I think it has, nah, you see the first word, I think there is this long line here. I don't think so it has done Arabic that good. It has done, I mean, a lot of words are correct, but I see few of the mistakes visually. But please confirm if you are that native language speaker. Okay, so that is fine. Let's try another one. Next, I have done this Chinese. What do you think? Chinese looks quite good to me. It has changed the, has it changed the orientation? No, I think it is good. So visually looks good to me, but please confirm if you are a Chinese speaker. Let's try out another one. So I'm doing the German at the moment. Let's see the German one. And I think it is doing well in the German, I guess. What do you think? Yep, German looks good. Now let's check out this Hindi one. It is currently processing it. I'm also showing you how long does it take. Like it has around under 20 seconds. It was able to do that. Now visually, if I compare it, you see at the end this is this long, you know, L, small L side sort of thing, but I don't see it here. Maybe this is the one. Orientation wise, yeah, it's not bad actually, but maybe this one looks a bit different. Anyway, I will leave the decision to the Hindi speakers and writers to confirm here. Okay, next one is Russian. Let's see if it is able to do the Russian or not. This word doesn't look right, you see. I'm just comparing it visually. Some of the words have done well, but not the all of them. And this is a French one. The French looks quite good to me. I don't see any or many issues, but let me know please. I might have missed the nuances of language here. And now I'm testing the Urdu here. Let's see if it is able to do the Urdu. I think it has done quite good. There are a few mistakes, as you can see, but not that bad. Okay, that is cool. Let's do a handwritten one, and because that is always a bit hard. And this is a handwritten one with some cross out lines. And if you check here, I think it has done quite well. I see few mistakes here and there, but overall not bad at all. Okay, that is good. So that is a comprehensive OCR test for you. Let's do some more stuff. Okay, next I'm going to process this chart. Let's see if it can do the charts or not. So it has extracted the content as is, which is good. Let's see the processed image. So this is a processed one, and let's see if it has able to do the categories picture. It has just extracted as is. Okay, that is not bad. Okay, next up, let's see if we can do an hard equation. So this is, you see, there's a lot of math equation. So this should be interesting. That is the main use case I'm looking at, if it can extract the equation or not. And there you go. So it has done the equation, and if I quickly compare with it, I think it has done good. It's not bad at all. Yep, I think it's pretty good. I'm quite satisfied with the result. This is the processed image. You see, it has done the layout detection, which is extremely important for these sort of equation extraction. And then this is a layout which it has produced a very good JSON. And to think of it, you can use it for your dataset creation from your own PDF files. Next up, I'm going to check out this invoice. As you can see here, Let's run this, and while it runs I just want to quickly check if any change in VRAM consumption. So reaches at the top of 7, almost 7 gig. Okay, let's wait for it. It is taking a bit of a time, not too much I guess. And it has completed it. Look at the JSON, which looks pretty good. Let's see extracted content. Yes, you see invoice, logo, and it has uh, obtained all the information, which is correct. It is $400. And then this is the layout detector. Pretty nice. So if I just make it bigger, this was the layout which it has done. Seems pretty good to me. Okay, so that is pretty nice, and this is all just AI generated one, by the way. And then we have this business document which with different meeting points and agendas. So if I just make it big, this is the one I'm talking about. So I'm just trying to extract it with this model. Let's see if it is able to detect all the items here. Should be fine. And there you go. So it has detected all the elements. This is extracted content which it has done, which looks pretty good to me. And then it has converted it into a different JSON key values in the nested format. Pretty good. That is really nice. And then let's try out a PDF file now. Next up, I have grabbed this PDF file, which is primarily the doclink technical report from internet, and it consists of a lot of pages. So I believe if you go to next, you will see this is all the PDF file. It has a lot of structure, like it has tables and bibliography and a lot of stuff. And there are 9 pages of it, and I'm processing the whole document. So I will just pause it and then I will let you know how long does it take. And by the way, for PDF, the VRAM consumption has just topped over 8 gig as you can see here, but it's not moving from here. Okay, so let's wait. It is still running. So it has taken around 9 minutes to process all those 9 pages. So maybe 1 minute per page, it seems. I'll just go up to show you what has happened. So this is a extracted content. First, I'll just walk you through here. So this is the whole one. And I have quickly checked and looks pretty good. You see, it has also extracted a code in its format. Let's go to the next page. Again, this is a PDF backend, which it looks quite good. Now this is where I don't see the images. You see, I don't see the images here in this page. And maybe just character recognition, which looks quite good. It has done quite good. I don't see any mistake. And this one, this doesn't matches with the page number 2, by the way, in some cases. Now there you go. So this is a table data, which is quite good. This is a bibliography. I'm sorry if it is taking a bit of a time, but I think this is necessary. There you go. In this one, it has extracted the images, which is quite good. Yep. And if I check the processed image, yes, it has identified it. Let's check out the layout. Yep. So pretty decent model, I would say, for OCR. Try it out. Let me know what do you think. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, as that helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.